Guys, welcome to another video. So today what are we going to be doing is sorry my voice. We are going to meet with a friend of mine. His name is Gabe. He has, first off, a clean Honda S2000. That thing is so sick. I'm about to show it to you guys here in a moment. We're gonna go meet up with him. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that post notification as well, and let's just get this started and let's have a good time. Here with my boy Gabe.
What up?
He is gonna let me test out the S2K. I'll show you guys here in a little bit, kind of the outside, and yeah, see how it goes. So let's get to it. Sweet, dude. I'm not gonna lie, even like the steering, it's like very it's very grippy.
Oh yeah, it's super tight.
I like it. Man, it feels like forever I haven't driven a manual. The last one was the Mustang. The thing I like about this car is that it feels so raw.
Oh, dude, it is. It's the most raw experience I've had in a car, you know? And that's coming from, I've driven Evos, STIs, and all that. This is like by far, it's like the most raw driving experience there is.
That's wild. The brakes are pretty touchy too.
Yeah, those are their new brakes.
The thing I will say though, the clutch, it's actually like very easy to work with.
Yeah, this one, it's a little soft for my liking. I gotta bleed the clutch a little bit more, but I just got used to it.
I remember I used to have a Fusion. When I first got it, bro, I was not used to that, like how touchy the brakes were.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever owned like a modern car, I guess you could consider it. So remind me, what made you want to get this car?
It was my dream car when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I bought one when I was a kid, 19. I bought my first S2000. And I sold it when I had my oldest daughter. And it was my biggest regret ever. And I spent 6 years looking for another one, finding a way to get another one. And that's when I happened to get this one. And this one was a wild story within itself, too. So
yeah. You're killing it with it, so the build, I mean,
thanks, bro.
yeah, dude. I love it. I mean, the thing I like about it the most is that you made it more, it's just a subtle car, you know? It's
Yeah.
not like,
And as the older I got, I liked a lot of like the modern like features of cars, like the Apple CarPlay, the backup cameras. So finding a way to incorporate that, make this car a little bit more modern, really was enjoyable.
yeah. And that's the nice thing about it.
You feel free to get on it a little bit when you come up here.
Okay. Man, V-Tech feels so good. Sometimes it is a little hard with the short shifters.
Yeah, it takes a minute to get used to for sure.
See, I feel like for me, even like not that I even own it, I feel like I'm even ready to go to the track.
Oh yeah, dude, it's
Cars
are the reason they get wrecked so often is just because you got to have a little bit of like experience to really drive them hard.
yeah.
Like you can really get yourself hurt if you're not being, super careful.
Yeah.
So, but they're fun. I mean, they're like I said, it's the most raw driving experience you can get for the money, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
Now that the value's kind of going a little downish for now.
yeah, you can find one for around like 15,000 for a decent one, but it's not like what it used to be. Back in the day, you could find the rebuilt title one for $6,000.
Yeah.
Now, rebuilt title one is like 12, 13 grand. So.
Damn. Did you put that exhaust on?
No, it came with it. It's an NVIDIA. I'm not actually really happy with it
Okay.
because it drones really bad. So
Yeah.
anytime I'm on the highway, it's more annoying than anything. But I want to make it louder, honestly. So I'm looking at the Buddy Club exhaust,
Okay.
and it's just basically like a giant race pipe that just comes out the back. So
Okay.
I'm looking at doing that eventually. But I'm trying to decide because it's either I spend $600 on a new exhaust or I wait and save up and turbo the car.
Yeah.
So, because when I turbo it, I'd rather do that, and then I'm probably gonna want a different sound anyway. So
Yeah. I know most people do the Tomei or the F1s or.
yeah, they're just expensive. I am all about doing everything on a budget, and $1,000 plus exhaust just really isn't it for me.
I get that.
Just don't like me when I turn it on. a Harley sound, you know. Thankfully, we don't live in those states where that's like too big of a deal, you know.
Yeah. Nice. For the most part. I mean, I know up in Salt Lake they're a little more.
Yeah, one of my old cars, I used to get tickets all the time for having a straight pipe.
Really?
Yeah, they're always $50 tickets, so I was just paid the ticket and moved on.
I feel like I can get used to this.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. I'm telling you. You want to definitely buy a nicer one than mine. Mine is basically, it's got its quirks. So
yeah, I feel like, but to be honest, I feel like most cars are like that. Especially like it kind of comes into it with builds in general. You know, like most cars that I've seen or like been in, it's like they're always gonna have a little quirk.
oh yeah, most definitely.
I guess this year, I went over and I was like, there's some badass cars, like, you know, $100,000, $200,000 into the car.
Yeah.
They're sick, but like most of the time I feel like they're never really driven.
No, never. Most of the times those cars just collect dust in a garage, really.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, like I feel like you get it ready for like a day or a week.
Yeah.
Maybe drive it 10 miles.
It's about as much as they get enjoyed.
Yeah. Like, okay, looks good.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, what suspension are you running on?
BC.
BC?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I want to eventually move up to some nicer, but it works. So it came with the car, so I wasn't going to complain.
Yeah, that's valid. If it works, right?
Right.
Has a little bit of pops.
Yeah. Just the gear. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Because race car.
Uh,
This thing feels like a go-kart.
it really does, dude.
The raw noises.
Alright, that's why I love this car.
Yeah, bro, it's the beauty of it.
It's so much, like, don't get me wrong, like, I love my Evo, I love my STI, they were fun cars too, but it doesn't compare to a raw driving experience, you know?
It's true.
And that's how this car is it's not, you don't have computers, you don't have traction control, you don't have, like, you have ABS, and that's about it, you know?
Yeah. You still have the heater?
Yeah, but it's, like I said, my heater doesn't work very well.
It sounds really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
I just don't like the drone.
The fun thing too is not like crazy raspy either, you know?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It doesn't have that typical, like, Honda sound, you know?
Yeah.
Let off the gas at higher RPMs, it does like this, like, it sounds like a trumpet.
But the good thing is it's not a VQ, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
It's not a VQ.
No, hey, I actually want a 350Z.
Yeah. Funny enough, I stole all of it.
Yeah, me too. It's another car that's just raw, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they are raw driving experience cars, you know?
The one that really got me into like getting the 350 is this guy named Fresh Kicks.
Oh, okay.
He has a boosted 350. He's pushing like
I've seen his videos, I think.
Yeah. It's like a gray one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like slaying on freaking supercars. I'm like, bro.
Insane. Like I said, I'm not easy on this car. I drive this car pretty rough. Like, every time I drive it, I try and have the most fun I can with it, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I mean, that's what it's made for too, you know?
Pretty much, yeah. Honestly, these cars were made to be enjoyed and driven hard, and
Yeah.
like even just driving it, the car almost feels like it wants you to like it's like, hey, let's have fun, like, you know, floor it, like rip through the gears, you know.
Yeah. Want to explain a little bit more about the car?
Yeah. So it's a wild story how I got this car. I had I got into flipping cars. I bought a Nissan 350Z for like $700 that had no title. It had a destruction only title. Like, it had to go to a junkyard basically. It was only good for parts.
Yeah.
I sold that car for $1,000. I bought an IS300 with that money. Did a body kit to it. Put it on some wheels. I painted it in my garage. First time I ever painted a car, didn't look the greatest, but I was going to sell it, and then I saw this car in Vegas. The guy was asking like $8,000 for it because it was in rough shape, and I offered to trade him the IS300. He said yeah. So I was only into the IS300 like $3,000, and I traded it straight across for this. But this car was rough when I got it. I had to do all the body work. I painted it myself, and basically brought it back to life. There was a lot of electrical issues, engine issues, stuff that I had to fix, and it's really only been finished for like since like last summer, and even at that I haven't really driven it that much. So this is where it's at now. It's got Voltex front fender flares, Voltex front bumper, Voltex carbon canards, carbon splitter I made myself, Jay's Racing side skirts, ascender flares, Battle Arrow rear wing, Muget hardtop, Craft Square carbon mirrors. They're just paint matched because the carbon was faded, so I paint matched them. Jay's Racing rear diffuser for an Acura RSX, NVIDIA exhaust, AEM true cold air intake, so it sits under the bumper. And that's as far as much I can think of. I was at the top of my head. I'm starting missing a few things, but yeah, it's really just gonna be a track car, something I can enjoy. It's not meant to be nice, like it's not meant to be like a show car. Just something I can really just go out and rip and enjoy.
Oh yeah, I mean you're doing well on it. I mean it looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, it's a settled car. It makes it look settled, finished, clean. And I like how you went with the white.
Thank you.
So
yeah, it's a Toyota 040. This is the same white as the Toyota Corollas you see on the road. Those base model Corollas is the same white.
Little you will know. But hell yeah, dude. That's sick.
Thank you.
Yeah. A track car is supposed to sound like. That's basically it. Thanks again to Gabe for letting me driving it, showing me how it's done. That was a driven car.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you guys want to see more of these type of videos, just reviews in general for other cars, comment down below. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that post notification as well. And also, I will put his channel as well down in the description. So yeah.